Hello, everybody, and welcome to PRA Network. I am your host, Justin Phoenix, and alongside me in the booth tonight, we have Jacob Schneider. Say hi, Jacob. I'll let you take the intro on this because I am having graphics issues.
All good. How's everybody going or doing tonight? We're at Langley Speedway for both the street stocks and the late models. First time we've been on the same track for both races in one night. So I think we got some of these late model guys running street stocks for the first time just to get some laps in at the track. Langley, little tiny circle, flat track in Virginia. Lots of history and probably, well, not the first track, but it's up and running. They race every Saturday night during the summer. We've been to a couple tracks that no longer run, so nice to go to a modern track that still races all the time.
Yes, sir.
We've got Matthew Bird on the pole, no surprise there. And Landon Lacey just 100th off on the outside pole.
And I apologize to the stream, but I cannot get any of my graphics overlays to work. Like, I have tried and tried and tried before the broadcast started. And so it's going to be without any graphics on the screen, unfortunately. So that sucks, but it is what it is.
We'll just have to talk extra.
Yeah, I had a last second emergency too, like right before start of the broadcast. So everything's just not working tonight.
Well, hopefully all the bugs are on our end and the racing goes great.
Yes, sir. Oh my gosh. All right. So Matthew Bird is on the pole again. Landon Lacey on the outside.
We got Joel Crozier and Joey Kuba taking up row 2.
Chucky Walden, Caleb Weimer. 5 and 6.
And a surprise, Riley Frost did not qualify. He's just deciding to start in the rear here. That'll be interesting to watch him come through the field as we're about to go green here. Lights out on the pace car.
And here we go, green flag racing here at Langley. And everything is not working on my... There we go. I am sorry, everybody. There is something going on. I'm going to have to update my overlay program. Matthew Bird gets a big jump on the first lap here.
Yeah, Landon could not get down. The bottom lane is so dominant here. Starting the outside, just a huge disadvantage. So Landon loses second, and he's all over Crozier at the moment. He's looking inside now.
Got a good-looking paint scheme there with the shell skin.
He does. Crozier just gave him that spot. Live to fight another day.
So we're going to see a battle here between Matthew Bird and Landon Lacey.
I'm watching this three-way battle for third. They're all lined up. Chucky Walden's putting pressure on Joel Crozier. He's peeking to the inside of him here.
I'm trying to share my screen with you. I'm sorry.
Yes, I'm having to just watch my own screen.
Nothing's working right, so I apologize.
All good, I see it now. And yeah, you see the top three there, all nose to tail, and Chucky Walden gets underneath Crozier. I think he's got the spot here.
All right, now we got Matthew Bird still in the lead. He's 7/10 over Landon Lacey. And this is a good battle for third right here. We're going to stay put to that.
Yep, Riley follows Chucky through into fourth. He's going to immediately put pressure on Chucky for that third spot now. Yep, he
gets
there.
Into him.
Oh, he's in this back bumper. Chucky can be very hard to pass. I know from experience, Chucky can make that car very wide.
That is true. Which is why a lot of people give him a bumper.
Yep, sometimes you got to that short track racing. As long as you don't wreck the guy, I think it's fair game, especially at a track like this. This is a real kind of slobber knocker kind of track. You see a lot of beating and banging, but if everyone's able to keep going, I think it's fair game.
We got 31 laps remaining. So far, Matthew Bird has led every lap. He's still got Landon Lacey behind him. Riley Frost is still trying to get around Chucky Walden for third.
Yeah, that gap between first and second is just staying right at 0.6 to 0.7. Landon caught him a tenth that lap. It might be closing up here for the leads shortly.
So we got two battles. I wish I could do a split screen to see them both, but we have two battles on the track right now for position. Anything could happen here between Chucky and Riley.
Riley's
they
into
do.
him.
And there's Chucky around.
There's the yellow. You can only chop somebody's nose so many times and they're going to quit bailing out. That's what that looked like to me.
We're going to watch that back. Chucky almost saved that, showing his dirt track experience. We're going to watch it from this chase cam.
I hope he goes and gets his set of tires after that. He's going to have no rear tires left.
Chucky had him all the way down below the yellow line. I mean, there was no more room that Riley could have given him.
I agree. Riley's pitting. See if Riley takes tires here.
I'm going to watch that one more time from a different perspective. That's the shades of what we were just saying. Chucky's hard to pass, and sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, Riley got there awful late, but Chucky knew he was there and continued coming down. That's just hard racing at a flat, short track like this.
And while we have a caution, I'm gonna see if I can get my overlay to work. No, still not working.
Oh, I see something just black behind it.
Yeah, it usually doesn't do that. Usually it overlays iRacing, but for right now, for some reason, it doesn't want to overlay it. Yeah, it's not transparent for some reason. I don't know what's going on with it. So this is going to get interesting now with about 24 laps to go when we go back to green, probably. And Matthew's going to have Landon Lacey right on his outside.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the tire wear situation is here, but in the street stocks at least. But it's only 13 laps. Only 13 laps on these tires, but Riley went and got right sides. And he is now in 6th. He's got 13 lap fresher tires.
That's going to be an interesting run.
Somebody's not lining up right.
Hard to tell. Matthew Bird's supposed to be first. Landon's on the outside. Green flag, here we go.
Another good jump by Bird, but Landon's able to get into Stangett this time. He's able to get down.
And here comes Riley Frost on those fresh tires.
Already in 4th, yeah. I think that might come into play here.
23 laps to go. Running orders: Matthew Bird, Landon Lacey, Joel Crozier, Riley Frost, Chucky Walton, Caleb Weimer, Robert Hemsley, and Joey Kuba. Got 8
Landon's
cars.
really putting the pressure on Bird here. Bird's looking really loose. Landon's underneath. The first chink in the armor we've seen from Matthew Bird all season, I think.
And Landon's going to take the lead coming out of turn number 4. And leads the first lap. I think that's the first time.
Immediately gets loose. Bird's going to get right back underneath him here.
First time someone's led besides Matthew Bird all season. Side by side, lap after lap. Landon's got the outside line. Bird's got the inside. He's going to try to take it back. He's on the inside, hit turn number 3, and he gets it back.
Both look awful loose, and they have a ways to go on tires still. But Riley, like I said, he's got them 13 lap pressure tires. Their looseness only going to get worse from here.
And Riley is catching him.
Looking at lap times here. Yeah, Riley's consistently a tenth better.
And Matthew Bird just blinked on the outside of Jacob.
Yeah,
You're
not
Jacob.
good timing, but yep, Landon's through.
Oh, he's going to slide it sideways, and Riley's going to be at his back bumper.
Landon better run, because I'm telling you that 10 car is coming.
He's got 16 and a half laps to do it. But he's got Riley Frost now in his mirror.
Riley really doesn't want to see yellow here. He's going to want this to play out with that tire advantage he has. The yellow comes out, it just evens up everybody's tires.
And that seems to be the luck that Riley Frost has week after week.
Yeah, I hope not to speak it into existence. I want to see this race play out. It's going to be a good one, I think.
14 and a half laps to go.
Bird shows a chink in the armor. He's really hurt that right rear tire. Even Crozier's coming at him.
Bird even said before the race that he was that Langley was the bane of his existence.
Yeah, I've heard Landon say something similar too. I actually like this track a lot, and I would assume right now Riley does too.
We're gonna ride on board with Riley Frost right now. 13 laps to go. We're sorry that we don't have any graphics on the screen, but the overlay program that I use is not working properly tonight, so I apologize for that.
Lap times were identical last lap. This lap, Frost is about half a tenth
he's
better.
right there. He's on his bumper. He's got to hope not to burn up those brand new tires trying to chase him down.
Yeah, the problem is I think Landon's right rear is already hot and worn out. So even if Riley starts wearing his some, it's just going to put pressure on Landon to wear his even more.
In this situation, what do you do as Landon?
I think you'd have to not look. Don't be looking in your mirror. Just drive as hard as you can. Run as many clean laps as possible. If that guy behind you is going to get into you, he's going to get into you. There's nothing you can really do to prevent it, so you just got to focus forward. And I'd be paying attention to these lap cars coming up.
Riley just hit the wall.
Yeah, maybe Riley's hurt them new tires. But we got some lap traffic coming here, and this could get interesting. Oh, they pull out of the way. Good sportsmanship right there, Robert Hensley. Shout out Robert Hensley for that.
He's got a beautiful car. I just gotta say, I love that 00.
Agreed. Landon's kind of holding his own here. The tires might be equalizing. I see Riley getting loose now.
6 laps to go.
Landon's starting to stretch it out just a little bit, just that one little car length where Riley can't get to his bumper.
Five laps to go. Turn number 1, turn number 2. We're catching. Oh, there's a crash. There it is.
No. Man, it's too late to pit, though. It was Bird.
It was.
What happened?
We're going to watch that back. Here's what happens. Oh my gosh. The lap car got into him. Wow.
Man.
And it took out Bird and Crozier.
And Crozier, yeah. I cannot tell what happened there.
Let's ride on board with Robert Hensley here.
He just turns right, or he really just doesn't turn at all.
Yeah, that was. I don't know what happened there.
I just complimented him getting out of the way of first and second, and then he crashed third.
He just drives straight into him, straight into his door. I don't know what happened. That is unfortunate for Matthew Bird.
I highly doubt that was intentional given how much space he gave the other two leaders, but I don't know if the wheel came disconnected or what.
It's hard to tell.
He left the second very quick, like he had a problem of some sort.
That's unfortunate for him and Joel Crozier and Matthew Bird. They hit hard, but Matthew can pit and get some fresh tires and hope to get track position back before the green-white checker. They only have one green-white checker to do.
Yeah, I don't think that was the right call there. I don't think he'll ever make up that much time in 2 laps. And that's hoping that there's not a yellow.
After leading 20 laps in this race, he may not win this one.
Well, Bird lost track position because he got crashed there, but Frost pitted again. Frost and Bird on the new tires. I don't see them making up enough ground to. They're lucky even to get to the top 3.
Well, now Chucky Walden is in the catbird seat right here in second place.
Yeah, Landon better hope for a good start because Chucky, to my knowledge, has not won a PRA race. He's going to be pretty desperate. I see him really going for it here.
I do too. Green flag racing. Here we go. There it is. And he gets into him right at the start. Crozier's on the inside.
Great on that ship.
They only get one attempt. And he gets sideways. He gets into him.
Here comes Bird on the inside. He's on the apron.
Matthew Bird on the apron. Riley Frost behind him. One more lap to go. It's all or nothing at this point for everybody except for Landon.
Bird's going to go for it on Chucky right here.
Chucky Walden.
Chucky's going to shut the door.
Is going to finish
second.
By
Chucky in P2. Landon Lacey with the street stock win.
Landon Lacey and Jacob Schneider Racing get the win. Chucky Walden second. Matthew Bird comes home with a podium.
That's how you know you got a good thing going when you have a bad race and still finish third. Shout out to Chucky. He hung in there and got a solid, clean second place.
He sure did. And we're going to look at Landon as he does some burnouts.
He hit the wall. Back it up, Terry.
Doesn't have a lot of room there. So
because of the green white checker, I think Landon gets most laps led. It ended up being a 42 lap race.
Yep. We ended with one caution in that race.
Yeah, and it was kind of a... Well, we had 2. We had one at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, 2
when
cautions.
Riley turned Chucky.
Yep.
And then the other, I think Hensley's... His wheel must have disconnected or something.
Yeah, I got report that he turned the wheel 90 degrees to the left and it didn't turn. So...
Yeah, something happened.
That is unfortunate. It's unfortunate for him. Things like that happen, so don't let it discourage you. If you're watching the broadcast, Robert, don't let it discourage you. And I'm waiting for Matthew Bird.
Bird still finished third, so you didn't completely ruin his night because he's probably going to finish third anyway.
Yeah. And Chucky was coming for everybody there.
Yeah, well, Landon, I think, missed a little bit of a shift there. That's how Chucky got in the back of him.
I'm just waiting for Matthew to get in the chat. There he is. All right, cool. Let's pull him in here. Matthew Bird, third place, buddy. That was a hard fought race there, but you still got a podium. Give us your thoughts on the race. Is he there?
Maybe not.
Oh, I was muted. My bad.
Oh, there he is. What's up, Matthew? How was that?
Hey, that was kind of a rough one. I'm honestly really surprised I got the pole. I've always strongly disliked this track. I've just never been good at it. And then I was able to hold the lead a little bit, but I just get so loose here. I eventually lost it, and then yeah.
And yeah, I mean that incident that happened on lap 36 when Robert got into you, it sounds like he just had a malfunction or something. He turned the wheel 90 degrees to the left, and it just didn't turn.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I mean, I was third when it happened, and I still finished third. So
yeah, you didn't lose anything.
Yeah, it didn't mess me up at all. So
yeah, I was gonna ask you how'd you keep your composure there and just be able to reset and come through the field?
Well, I had been thinking, as soon as I lost the lead, I knew if a caution came out, I needed to pit for tires because there's no way I could win without tires. So I decided if there was a caution, I was going to get tires. So the caution came out and I got tires, and I knew I'd be faster than everyone. So I was able to pass 3 or 4 people on that restart.
Yeah, that was a hard fought charge back to the podium there. So you still got a podium, still had a good points day. None of the people that are ahead of you were even close to you in points. So you're going into the last 2 races of the season with the points lead. It's a pretty big one, too, here in the street stocks. What are your thoughts for the rest of the season?
I feel like it'll be pretty good. I know Phoenix is up next, and I'm pretty confident there. And then I don't remember what the other track is, but
South Boston.
Hopefully I can get the championship.
Yes, sir. It would be your first time here getting a championship, and be pretty awesome. Jacob, I'm going to give you the last word with Matthew.
Yeah, I mean, the championship's looking good for you here. Just, keep it up. The consistency looks great. Seems like really when to pick and choose your battles, and that's what's going to win championships is the consistency. So,
yeah. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, congrats again on another podium. It's the first one you didn't win this season, but still got a podium.
Yep, I'll take it.
Well, congrats, buddy, and we'll see you next week. Or, well, actually, we'll see you later tonight.
Thank you. Yep, you will.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, we will switch it to Chucky, who was the aggressor tonight. Chucky Walden, congratulations on a second place here at Langley Speedway. What are your thoughts on that race, buddy?
I was very, very irritated. Very irritated from lap 10 until the checkered. So, me and Landon were just talking about that actually. That last restart, I thought he had braked everybody just to try to get out of there, but he missed third gear. So I apologize because I was a little irritated. I told him I was mad, but you missed a shift, so there's nothing to be mad about. This shit happens. So.
Hey man, it's still one of your best finishes in the league. Second place is nothing to sneeze at. You're really getting close to that first win.
I know. I'm trying. I was just trying to hang on, as these things were very, very loose, and you just had to baby them. And I got turned there early on, so after that I got another fresh set of tires, and was just trying to ride it out. And then that last caution came out, so everybody kind of got a reset, and then second place pitted, and third and fourth got taken out. So I was like, well, hell, I can do something here. And then I should have stayed high on that restart. I ducked in behind him because he got a really good start. I was sleeping, and figured if I ducked in behind him and followed him into one, I could maybe make a move on him if I stay hooked to his bumper. And he missed a shift, and everybody else stacked up. So I ain't mad at the finish. I'm happy with it. Second place is better than getting wrecked out. So, but yeah, we're close. I don't know what else I need to do. Maybe I need a genie on my shoulder or something, or somebody else needs to drive this damn thing.
Jacob, I'm going to let you have the last word with Chucky.
Yeah, I have a question. What do you think attributes to your ability to be so hard to pass? Seems like a lot of people struggle to get by you cleanly.
I don't know. I mean, there's times that I try to, if I know somebody's faster, I try to keep in mind that if they are, they're just gonna eventually move me, so I can leave a lane. But at the same time, if I'm racing for position, I'll make that thing wide if I need to. So there's times that I've been bit, and then there's times that I felt like I was given enough room and still get taken out. So, but I don't know. I try to race hard, but at the same time, there's people that are faster than me. But I, I'm not gonna just give them the position.
Gotcha. We're gonna see you in the late models tonight.
Yep, I'll be there.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you, Chucky. And with that being said, we're going to get last but not least, the winner of tonight's race, Mr. Landon Lacey. Congratulations on winning at the street stocks here at Langley Speedway in Jacob Schneider Racing, the number 81. You brought it home in victory lane once again. That was a pretty hard-fought victory right there. What do you got to say about that?
These cars are a lot harder to drive than I remember. I haven't raced these since we were here last season. So
I think it was a night race last season, so there was a bit more grip, I think.
yeah, I tell you what, I really had to dial the brakes in because I noticed if I used too much brake on entry, it would cause me to slide more center to exit. And it wasn't while I was on the brake; it was when I lifted off the brake, it would just completely send the rear end out. And it took me a little bit to figure that out. And then once I figured that out, I started running down Matt. And then I passed him, and then I don't know if it was the clean air or maybe I just overshot the corner a little bit, like I said, with the brake. And I got loose again and let him right back under me. And then a couple laps later, was able to get back by him. And then, boy, Riley Frost with those fresh tires gave me a scare there. I'm not really sure why he pitted there on that last caution. I'm a little questionable on that one. But and then the last restart, I'm sorry to Chucky Walden, I completely missed a gear. Again, haven't driven these cars for a while, and the double clutch gets me a little bit. So sorry about that, but man, after last week, I kind of needed a rebound, and this is nice to get.
Jacob, you got anything for Landon?
The reason you ran the street stocks tonight because they're at Langley. I know it's the first street stock race. You just wanted to get laps at the track.
No, because I know these cars drive completely different compared to the late model. I just had some free time tonight, and I saw it was about 8 o'clock, and I'm like, I got some time to, join the street stock race if I want to. So decided to hop in and came out here and got a win. So happy about that, and maybe we can get the Jacob Schneider Racing Street started back up.
Yeah, we'll go for double tonight.
Congrats again, Landon Lacey, on another victory.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And good luck in the late models. We'll see you after a while.
Yes, sir. See you in a little bit.
See ya.
All right. Well, with that being said, that is all she wrote for the Asphalt Assault Series. And we are going to get prepared for the late models, which are starting now, actually. The practice is starting now. And with that, Jacob, what are your thoughts on the late models here at Langley?
Quite different than these street stocks. The street stocks are kind of on top of the track, real skatey. The late models are going to have a ton more grip, easier to drive. You're going to see less mistakes, less sliding around. Sometimes that makes for better racing. Sometimes that makes for worse. It just gets more spread out. But I think it's going to be one of those races where you got to save your tires, but you also got to go. You're not going to be able to make up ground at the end of one of these races.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to take a small break, and I will be right back. If you want to take a break as well, we'll be back in just a few moments.
Yes, I'll be doing the same. I'll be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to PRA Network 2 on YouTube, PRA Network on Twitch. Apologize for the first part of that broadcast where things were going haywire with my overlay program and with iRacing kind of being weird. Like when they had that wreck near the end of the race, it was really laggy for some reason. That was very unusual. That doesn't happen on my computer very much, but I went ahead and reset all my settings. Think that it might have fixed that. And with that being said, we are starting the late model stocks. This is the Crown Jewel late model series, where we go 1 week with the super late model and the next week with the late model, and then we swap back and forth between the two, and each have 3 races for the championship and 6 races total for the overall championship. And with that being said, I'm going to give the intro to this race to Jacob Schneider.
Welcome, everybody, to Langley Speedway in Hampton, Virginia. This is the Hampton Heat 100. It is a 50% race off the Crown Jewel late model stock race, Hampton Heat 200 lap race. For this season, we just decided to do half the distance of their real life counterpart races, just to keep it a little simpler for our participants. And as we grow the series, we may go to the full length 100% races. But 100 laps around here is still a long race. 15-second lap times. They'll go in a hurry, but the tires will be worn out by lap 100.
Yes, sir. And this racetrack holds a lot of history for PRA. We did our first season here. We have pretty epic moments with Thomas Coonan and several others in our first season in the Asphalt Assault series. And so this has quite a few memories for a lot of the PRA regulars that have been here for a couple of years or more. And so this is a track that we hold dear. We've had a lot of good races here, so really awesome to be back, and it's good to see that we got a few cars in the field. We had 10 during practice.
Yeah, 11 including Shannon, which I doubt he's racing, so yeah, 10.
All right, and I just put the big iRace control thing right in front of everybody's face. Sorry about that. I am getting ready to pull up the point standings. I didn't do that for Asphalt Assault. I apologize. I had so many technical difficulties, couldn't get it there for y'all. Matthew Bird is way ahead in the points there, so it was really kind of like, yep, Matthew Bird's got this, as long as he just makes every race. But for this one is interesting. So let's switch it over to the point standings. And I think Shannon's talking to the crew now, right?
Yeah, Shannon's briefing them at the moment.
All right, so we're getting ready for the 100 lap race, but as we see on the screen right now, Matthew Bird has a 1-point lead over Landon Lacey because he got the pole last week and he led the most laps, so he got 3 bonus points, and so that really helped him in the points. It put him 1 point ahead of Landon, and then below Landon is a 1 point down to Riley Frost. And Chucky Walden is not very far back either. He's only 3 more points back. So this points battle in the late model stocks is much tighter than the Asphalt Assault series. What's your thoughts on that, Jacob?
Their lap times are also very tight. I'm looking at 400ths between first and fourth, and 600ths between first and fifth. I mean, these top 5 guys are on top of each other.
It's going to be a exciting race. These late model stocks are a whole lot easier to drive than the super late models, right?
They are, but there's more strategy to it as well. You got to take care of your tires, and it's harder to pass, so you also got to keep track position. Qualifying right there was a big deal, just because it is going to be so hard to pass. But yet, the late model stocks, because they're a little easier, more people are, more tuned in on them, I guess you could say. So there's less separation in lap times, less separation in points. And it really just comes down to race by race. You don't really see too much domination.
Yes, sir. And with that being said, the overall point standings are still at stake here. Matthew Bird is 2 points ahead of Riley Frost with the points lead because Landon Lacey had a bad race last week. You weren't here for that, so give us some of your thoughts on the race from last week. 14 cautions.
Yeah, I saw it. I get at first, I was thinking it might have been a good one to broadcast. There's a lot of action, but it's not the kind of action you want to see. And I guess my immediate thought, not just because I'm friends with him, but he went into the race as the points leader in three different series, and now he's quite far behind overall because one bad race out of 6, it's gonna be hard to come back from.
Yeah, he lost 2 positions to both Bird and Frost, and Hendrickson is not going to be here tonight, so he will be losing some positions. He did take a last place points provisional, so he did do that, so he will receive that. But so did Dylan Davis, and I gotta say, Dylan Davis last week impressed us all. He almost had the most laps led. He had such a good race at his home track in Nashville. It was unfortunate to see his end turn out how it did with the incidents under caution, but it happens sometimes. Rodney Roberts
I'm sad he wasn't racing tonight because he's been getting better and better in both the street stocks and the late models. He would have definitely added some competition to both races tonight.
Unfortunately, his work schedule works out that way sometimes, where he has to work night shift during our races. So it happens every season, unfortunately.
Work's overrated, Dylan.
Right?
Just race with us at all costs.
That's right. Just lose your job for us. And
I like to think he's watching the stream while he's at work.
He probably is. And with that being said, the graphics have already been passed on the screen for the starting grid, but I will go over the starting grid really quick. For some reason, I don't see... where is it at? There it is. iRace control was not popping up. There we go. Landon Lacey on the pole. Matthew Bird, excuse me. Jacob, take the starting grid.
Yeah, Matthew Bird, your points leader on the outside pole. Row 2, you got Riley Frost P3 and Anthony Mullet P4. Row 3, Sharon Hill and Chucky Walden. Chucky's coming off of a nice street stock race. Came out with the second place there. Joey Kuba, he's getting closer and closer to the front at the end of these races, I've noticed. He's starting P7. Dawson Milton P8. And not rounding out your field, Caleb Weimer P9. And rounding out your field is Robert Hensley in the 00.
Again, another great paint scheme on that 00 car.
Sinclair dinosaur scheme, I like it.
Excuse me, I'm a little under the weather tonight, so I'm trying to hold it together. And will these guys hold it together for 100 laps here at Langley Speedway?
The checkups and lack of grip on cold tires, I kind of foresee seeing some kind of yellows breed yellows situation. Like, once we go a few laps, I think it'll string out and go green for a while, but I think restarts could cause more restarts. We'll see.
Yeah, that's definitely what we saw last week.
It's a weird entry in turn 1 on these restarts because you can go all the way to the apron, but it's not faster. But if you don't, then you leave the door open to the guy behind you. And when they're all so close, all it takes is one person to want to go for that gap. And a little bit of contact's made, and that's all it takes.
Yes, sir, and I think they're going to go green flag this time by coming off of turn number 4, so we're going to go... Here we go, green flag racing here at Langley Speedway in the late model stock series.
Landon's going to clear, it looks like. Good jump. Riley going to battle on the inside of Bird here. Very important not to let that car above you down, because as long as you can keep a nose in, the inside's so dominant here, you're going to get that position pretty easily. Looks like Riley's going to clear it now. Sharon Hill's looking under Bird. Bird can't get down.
And that's not a position you really want to be in right now in this track.
You really don't. That's hurting your tires. That's hurting your track position. Everything. He's going to get down in 4th place.
Now he's got Anthony Mullet riding up on him.
Yeah, you better kick it into gear here.
Chucky Walden behind him. If you accidentally hear me say Little Maytag, that is Chucky Walden. We just that's his Discord name, and so we call it that a lot.
Yeah, I've heard that before and had no idea who it was. Anthony Mullet, very loose. Chucky Walden underneath for 5th. Can Chucky come out here with 2 top 5s tonight?
Very possible. He's there now.
He's looking good for it.
We got a battle still here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Sharon Hill, he's been in a few of our races in the past and has always gotten caught up in some type of bad luck, and that's what happened to him last week. He was 4th place.
I like seeing Landon pull out here. After last week, I didn't know how he was going to rebound, but usually Landon's short run pace is not his strong suit, so the fact that he's jumped out makes me think that he's got something good underneath him. Riley Frost always good on the long run too as well, though.
Riley has been hunting and hunting and hunting for that first win this season.
Man, he deserves it. He's finished 2nd more than I've ever seen. He's like the Sheldon Creed of the O'Reilly series, so I guess that means he's got his first win on the horizon here soon.
Sharon
got a lot
Hill.
of pressure from behind right now, though. It's Sharon Hill diving on the apron. I'm pretty sure Shannon has warned these guys they cannot go more than 2 tires below the yellow line. So I'm not sure how that's going to be enforced, but see, you lose 1 position, you get stuck on the outside, you lose 2. Frost all the way back to 4th.
These top 4 have already pulled away from the rest of the field, and it looks like Anthony Mullet is taking the position back from Chucky Walden.
Yeah, they're just kind of taking turns, making little bobbles and mistakes, and really costing each other a lot of time to the guys in front.
You can physically see, excuse me, that they're on the other side of the track from each other.
Yeah, they're half a lap down after just 13 laps. If this goes green, there'll be a lot of lap traffic.
Which will make things interesting if it goes green.
Yeah, I don't think the top 4 are going to get all that strung out. Even if it goes green, I see this staying pretty close because I think there's some tire saving going on.
We do have Sharon Hill now up to 2nd. Can he reel in Landon Lacey? We have not gotten to see him perform it to his best ability here in PRA because every time he's raced with us, he's been in some type of incident that wasn't his own. So this is the first time, this is the highest position he's gotten so far.
Yeah, he's looking good, but Shannon has given him his final warning for going 4 tires below the yellow line. I think he's gotten 3 warnings this race. From what I'm trying to listen to both.
I'm glad you are because I don't. I can't hear them because if I have them, they play over the broadcast, and that's been bad in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an incident.
Oh, Hensley.
Sharon got 4X there.
Oh, don't stop on the track.
Oh.
He stopped on the track.
Yeah, he was just...
Well,
yeah, that stopping on the track's what caused the caution there. There was no caution until then. Go ahead.
yeah, so these guys do have 1 set of tires in the pits, but Surely it's too early for that, right? There's still 80 laps to go.
Yeah, but how much damage did Sharn Hill get with that incident?
Yeah, he may want to go check it out. Not sure. He's not, though. He's staying out. Looks like Riley might be the only one coming to the pits. Did he take tires?
So yeah, Riley Frost is taking the pit.
He did not. He did not get tires, though. He must have just come down for adjustments. He didn't like how his car was handling. That'll put Chucky Walden still in the top 5, I believe.
Yep, right behind Anthony Mullet, who's in 4th.
Starting on the inside lane. You really want to be an odd number on these restarts here.
Yes, you do.
It might work out well for Bird to get by Sharn Hill.
Sharn got... I just cursed him right before that. He gets involved in incidents that are not his fault every single time.
Sure enough, it happened again, yeah.
It's kind of like a curse. He's cursed by the PRA gods.
Him and Riley both.
Yes, that's for sure. Yeah, Riley's been cursed this season so far. I hope he can break that curse tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Sharn Hill's going to line up on the outside.
We're going green right here. Big jump by Landon this time. Sharn's going to clear in behind Matthew Bird in 3rd place. Chucky's up to 4th.
They're flirting with that yellow line. And Shannon did say 2 tires below is okay, right?
2 tires below is fine. 4 tires is not. Yep, and that was what people were getting warnings for earlier in the race.
And I do know that a lot of people are used to driving down all the way on the apron on this track.
It's not quicker to have 4 down there. It is quicker to have 2. So it's really not even advantageous to do that. I think Shannon just doesn't want people dive bombing the apron to get to somebody's left rear.
Yeah, that's the reason why we made that a rule a couple of years ago. Like I said, this was the first track we came to when we first started. It was the second track. Excuse me. It was the second track we went to in our first season, and we had some pros in here, along with a lot of beginners. And so what was happening was the pros were diving in on the apron and just passing an entire, 4 or 5 cars in one turn, just dive bombing them. And so it was like, all right, and it was causing cautions because the beginners didn't know how to react. So it's like, all right, we have to make a rule about that. So that is why at this track we do have that yellow line rule. I mean, NASCAR has their own yellow line rules.
Yeah, I see the point of the rule. In real life, there is no rule. They'll run right next to the grass. But iRacing being a little different story, people take advantage of every little thing they can. So you gotta set tighter boundaries.
Yes, sir.
And Landon is not pulling away this run.
No, he is not.
And Bird's still blinking on and off.
Yeah, he does that occasionally, and it seems like it happens whenever he's around other people.
Which is the worst time, yeah.
I'm sorry that I'm coughing so much, but I'm trying to keep my mic muted while I do it. So I apologize to everybody on the broadcast and to you. You can talk more than me. I'm okay with it.
It's all good. So Matthew Bird is just all over Landon right now. He's having to actually check up on entry to keep from running into him. Wondering what Landon's thinking about, adjustments or when to pit. I'm sure he's gonna have something dialed up here.
Do you pit?
You won't pit under green.
Oh, there's a
yellow.
caution.
We have a yellow. It's the 12. Anthony Mullet.
So let's see what's going on with Anthony Mullet here. Just
Looks like
loses
he just
it.
lost it on his own.
Oh, nobody got involved. That was good avoiding that.
It was. Yeah.
So let's watch that back again from a little bit before the corner. Oh, he blinked. Did you see that?
He blinked and came back and spun, yeah. Maybe he was
Interesting.
distracted by the blink.
Interesting. Or he might have lost grip while he was blinking or something.
We have pitters.
Landon Lacey has entered the pits. Oh my. We got a couple of blinkers. Yeah, Anthony Mullet just blinked again. So
he's taking tires. We are approaching halfway, but we've had enough yellows. I wouldn't be confident there will be no more yellows. But he's taking all 4 tires now. That's their one and only set they have for this 100-lap race.
Excuse me. Anthony Mullet is coming in after spinning it. So, when you blink like that, can you lose grip? I mean, is that something that can happen?
I have not experienced that. I think maybe he could have just lost concentration and maybe just missed his corner entry or something just because he was trying to figure out if he was still blinked out or not.
Right, because it does give you the little orange flag now, right? Whenever you lose connection.
Yeah.
So that could have been what happened. Distracted him long enough to spin it.
Yep. He was looking loose anyway. He came in the pits, but he did not take tires. They just made an adjustment, tighten up that car. We're doubled up and going green here. Matthew Bird back in control of another race.
Green flag, here we go.
Big jump, and Chucky Walden's going to be up to P2. I hope I'm not talking about him too much tonight because he's having a great night.
And Sharon Hill still hasn't seen how his car is going to handle after hitting Robert Hensley earlier.
He was keeping up pretty good with Landon and Matthew Bird that last run. And Riley Frost made a pit stop 2 cautions ago. Did not take tires. He just must have made adjustments on his car, and he's up to 3rd.
Chucky Walden's living a high life right now in 2nd place.
He is. And we know that he is hard to pass.
Yeah, we saw that last race.
This is a replay. This is the same guy.
It's allowing Matthew Bird's like, yeah, block him all you want, buddy.
Yep. Matthew Bird's loving this. His closest competition has gone to the pits and started in the rear, and then Sharon Hill's going backwards. Riley's getting blocked. Matthew Bird's definitely loving this.
And there goes Riley.
Riley gets through clean.
Oh, he
Chucky
gets
hits
bumped.
him.
Oh my gosh.
That might have been payback for the street stock race. Man, now Riley's stuck on the outside.
Oh, is Sharon let up?
I don't know if Sharon's loose or what. Landon makes it 3 wide.
He's got a lot of traffic around him.
And you bobble once in these cars and it gets the tires hot, and it takes a few turns to get it settled back down.
Well, let's watch this race real close here with Riley Frost. Riley, he bumps him!
Riley gets into him.
Hey, he got him! There it is. There's the caution.
And Shard was pitting there before the yellow even came out. He might have an issue.
Yeah,
Or maybe he went down there to avoid the wreck.
we'll check that out real quick here. So
Keep your eye on Chucky here. Keep your eye on Chucky. He is possibly hunting down Riley
we're watching
Frost.
it live here. We're watching it live.
He is not slowing down. He is still not slowing down.
Oh, he's
Nope.
he
Yeah.
is giving him a little bit of a message. And Riley just pulled into the pits.
I'm shocked with Matthew Bird's strategy here. We are at halfway, and he is not taking his tires.
I was informed that Sharn was black flagged for the line violation.
Yeah,
That's
he's
why
been
he
warned
was-
enough times. Yeah,
That's why he went down below the line, or went down to pits. I mean, sorry.
gotcha. You are correct. I see that now. I was watching the race, not reading the chat.
Hey, it's fine. We want to watch that back, but I was just curious about how. Let's watch this back here. Here's the latest incident. This is what caused the caution. Not this. This.
Hmm.
Yep.
That's short track racing, you know. It always boils over from the week before, and it kind of just ramps up to where really nobody wins.
He was just right there on him.
Yeah, and I don't imagine those two are done, to be honest with you.
1 lap to green. So Sharn Hill is going to go to the back, I guess.
I think he's not a lap down.
He's not a lap down.
He's on the lead lap. He's still in it. Lights are out. We're about to go green.
Landon is blinking.
Landon's
Right
blinking now.
Here we go. Green flag.
Not a good start by Landon.
No, he's got Anthony Mullet to his inside. Bird's going to get away. But so is Anthony Mullet.
Yeah, Landon checked up there to go on and make sure he got down. He didn't want to lose any more positions.
That was smart.
I don't know if Mullet has tire. I don't know if Mullet took tires or not.
Oh,
He has made a
Sharn
pit stop.
Sharn is pitting, so he must have had to wait till a green flag to make his to clear his black.
Yeah, harsh penalty, but he was warned probably 5 or 6 times. I think Shannon was more than fair with him.
Yeah, one more caution, he'll get the lucky dog. Well, actually, he's still not a lap down, is he? No, he's not a lap down.
It was just a drive-through penalty, yeah. Yeah, he'll be fine. Oh, Mullet's loose, but he's really holding Landon up. And he's
And he
blinking.
disappeared. We got a lot of disappearers tonight. I just created a
Landon
new word.
got his nose in there. I'm thinking maybe Mullet knew he was blinking and kind of just didn't force the issue. That was probably the smart play.
So now, Landon Lacey has Matthew Bird in his sights.
Landon has 36 lap fresher tires, I believe.
Yeah. It's been 20 laps since he pitted.
Yeah, so we should see. Yeah, he's a 10th and a half faster than Bird that last lap.
Oh, we have another incident. Chucky Walden and Dawson Melton.
Man, Chucky's day. 0 to 0.
He still has time to make up. Let's see what happened. Here we go. He just gets into the back of the 8. That's it.
Yep.
He pulls it off the track. That was not intentional, you could tell.
Chucky's probably irritated and just took it out on an innocent bystander there. Yeah, it wasn't intentional. He just was getting a little antsy. Getting back to the gas.
Here's a
In front.
yeah. He just ran into him.
He's gotten an EOL penalty for that.
Well, that's the first of the season, I think.
Yeah, it usually stays pretty clean and civil here in PRA.
Yeah, these last couple of weeks, everybody got heated up. Ever since Martinsville, honestly.
Yeah, I do remember there were some tempers flaring at the end of Martinsville. That probably kicked a lot of that off. That's what happens in Martinsville.
And it normally happens in normal short track racing as well, as you probably know. You are a short track racer yourself.
Yeah, tensions are just going to boil as the season goes, and then in the wintertime, everybody seems to kind of forgive each other. But everybody's friendly at the beginning of the season, and then in our case, by race 4, there's already some rivalries and tensions have built, and everyone knows who their competition is, and yeah, it starts boiling over.
Yeah, we got a rivalry building between Walden and Frost now.
Yeah, I feel like Frost has more to lose than Chucky. I'd be careful if I was Frost. I would try to steer clear, be extra careful around Chucky from here on out.
We are getting ready to go green flag racing again here at Langley. This has been the normal short track racing tonight. Green
Lights are
flag.
out. Better start for Landon. He can get down. You won't have to fight Mullet for a second.
You can hear people getting into the wall. And Sharn got lucky with that caution and got back right up to the rest of the field.
Yeah, it's really no harm, no foul. He's just a few positions back from where he was.
Right on board with Sharn Hill.
Stuck on the outside. It looks like Dawson Milton. He'd be better off just falling in line right here and trying to pass him on the inside. Yeah, but that's exactly what he's going to do.
We've got 2 packs basically forming.
Yeah, we got the top 4 and then the bottom 5.
It creates a lot of racing. No matter where you look on the track, you got something to watch. Sharn's going to get the pass back on Dawson.
Yeah, I think Sharn is going to pull away from this pack now. Sharn's going to set his sights on the top 4 here. He has speed. He just had that penalty that put him behind that second pack.
The guy has terrible luck, man, and I hope it turns around for him.
He's running about the same lap times as the leaders. So yeah, he belongs there in that lead pack.
He's just got to keep those 4 tires above the yellow line. So the number 56 just got a 2X. Want to check it out. Let's see what happened.
Guessing he bounced off the wall in the back stretch. Easiest place to do it.
Oh, yeah, he hit it hard. Anthony Mullet, we have a caution. Here's Anthony Mullet. He spun around. All right, we're going to see what happened here. He just went into turn number 1 and lost it, and Riley Frost had to avoid him.
Yeah, he was running solidly in third. His car just must be really loose. And loose is fast if you can hang on to it.
And we're going to watch it from the cockpit view of Riley Frost here. Because he gets the front row view of this spin out.
Oh, yeah.
This is good avoidance right here. Watch him. He doesn't even make contact with him.
He may need to change his underwear.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. Yep. We're going to watch that back in full speed here. He locked him up.
Good job, Riley.
He had to lock
Luckily,
him up.
iRacing does not have flat spot simulated yet, so he'll be all right.
That is something that AMS2 already has.
I'm surprised we don't have it, especially on like the GT cars or Formula cars. It's go time now. It's gonna be within 25 laps to go here. There's no tire saving. There's nothing left. You just gotta go now.
That was caution number 5.
I'm shocked that the 36 lap fresher tires on Landon has not helped more than it has. Maybe he's been holding back. I think we're about to find out. With this few laps left, everybody's going to go now. And Sharon Hill, after that penalty, is now in row 2. He's right back up there.
Yep. He's back into contention. That's good for him. Let's hope that he doesn't get another black flag.
I bet he learned his lesson. All right, lights out. Base cars away.
Green flag.
Green. Landon's going to be clear down.
That's what I was going to say. Sharn is kind of new to our rules. So, kind of push them until you see how far the admins will go sometimes.
Yeah. You got to know your limits.
Yeah.
Bird says he hates this track, but he sure is hanging on good.
So far.
He may change his mind.
He definitely didn't like it during the street stock race.
He did not, no. But he's looking pretty smooth and in control here.
Watching out, Anthony Mullet's windshield at the top 4. I have to give it to Anthony. When he joined the league about 2 years ago, he was about as spinny as Loop-de-Loop Sater. So,
man,
big increase in performance, and he's also on the EPI team.
He's had a couple spins tonight, but he's been fast in between them.
And he blinks as I'm watching him. Bird's not pulling away as fast as he was.
No, everybody's pretty even here. They're close, but there's not really much racing going on. Just kind of all equally separated by a few car lengths.
Gonna ride on board with your teammate Landon Lacey.
Yeah, he's doing good here. I don't think he has the roll speed that Bird has. Unless Bird's tires go away very quick. I'm not sure he's got anything for him.
He's
got to
got
be worried
Riley.
about Ross behind him, too.
Yeah. He got a little bit sideways there.
He did, I saw that.
Top 3 are now pulling away from Sharn and Anthony.
Yeah, that's the battle. Battle right now is for second. It's the closest battle on track.
Riley Frost is trying to get second place again. And you and Riley
have we looked up?
Go ahead.
Have we looked up the record for most podium finishes without a win in PRA? Because I would like to know that number for Riley.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I bet it's in the 20s.
I'm actually gonna check it out right now. While we watch.
Well, while you do that, I'll call this. You know, Landon is keeping that gap to Bird close, but there's only 11 laps to go. It's going to take something big to happen to make up that ground. It's only half a second, but when you're talking about 15-second lap times, you know, that's a pretty significant chunk.
So,
Bird's getting loose. Bird is getting very loose. Landon just called him over 2/10 that lap. Landon is all over him in just one lap. Landon made me eat my words. That gap actually disappeared very quick.
so I can't see podiums as a stat, but top fives I can. And the person with the most top fives without a win is Joey Kuba, because Riley Frost does have one win.
Oh, he does have a win. Okay.
But Joey Kuba has 0 wins, but 19 top fives.
I hear you, Joey.
Dylan Davis is
Landon-
the next one down.
Landon's trying to find a hole here. Landon's quicker, and he's there. But Bird is leaving no openings.
These three are right nose to tail, 0.2 of a second each.
Yeah, Landon looks loose entry, but Bird looks loose to exit. They're just taking turns. They're good in different parts of the corner, but we only got, what, 5 laps to go?
Yep, 6 laps to go right now.
Not a good time to blink, Bird.
The fall off is real for the rest of the field there.
Yes, yes. There's an opening. Landon's there. Landon's into him.
Oh! It's a
Around
caution.
Bird goes.
And I think
Interested to see what our race director says about that.
I think Sharn got black flagged again.
Yeah, he has. I was adamantly watching that race for the lead. I guess we're probably gonna go into a green-white checker here.
Yep, there's only one. We're gonna watch that back one more time.
No matter what the call from race control is, that gives Frost the lead.
It does. Could be his chance to get his first win of the season. And you could tell that was just a racing incident there.
Yeah. Bird just said in the chat he got really loose and slid up some, and then he tried to come down a bit, and Landon's nose had already filled that gap. But maybe this is Riley's night.
It comes down to this.
It's looking good for Riley here. It's going to be hard for Landon to fight on the outside.
The best thing Landon can do is just tuck in behind him.
Yep. But then it's hard to get underneath somebody here, and Riley had good drive off. And I'm sure Landon doesn't want to have to use the bumper again just because of that last incident.
That's unfortunate for Sharn Hill. I think he's parked it for the rest of the race.
Yeah, unfortunate, but he knew the rule. He had to have known the rule by then. So got to play within the boundaries.
Yeah, and I think a couple of others have gotten warnings too for the same thing.
Yeah, when that racing got good, I quit paying attention, so I can't speak to that anymore. We're going green here, green, white, checker. This is for the $25 bounty here.
Yep, Landon got the pole.
And then Landon's going to get down
Green
right
flag.
in behind him. He's there.
It's gonna get good right here. Is he gonna get the bumper? He is!
Oh, he gets him. He gets
And
him.
they're all spinning.
They're wrecking
The
behind.
caution doesn't come out. They're gonna race back to the checker flag.
Chucky Walden comes out of there P3. And Landon's just going to run out of time now.
Oh, he got to
Oh,
him.
he almost gets to him.
Riley Frost with the victory at Langley Speedway.
Good race. And Chucky Walden with a second and a third tonight. What a night for Chucky. What happened coming to the white? We need to watch that back. I think everybody ran into everybody.
We're gonna watch it back. First things first, though, we're gonna watch Riley Frost. Do some burnouts.
He deserves it. He breaks the streak of bad luck.
There it is. Riley Frost with the victory. That's his second PRA victory of his career, the first of this season. And with that, we're going to get some interviews.
I've got to be at work in a couple hours, so I'm gonna call it a night. But make sure you tell the top three congrats. They all ran great races. Chucky had a great night, and then Landon and Riley always there at the end of these races, always the ones to beat. Bad luck for Bird there. That's gonna hurt him in the points, but I guess a good points night for Riley.
Absolutely. Thanks for being with us tonight, and good luck tomorrow at work.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We'll have a lot of fun, I'm sure.
See you next week.
See you. Thank you.
And with that, we are going to get these people in here. Chucky Walden, third place podium here in the late model stocks in the Bell South number 73 car. Congratulations on a podium here. How's it feel, man? That was pretty chaotic.
It was. I don't know how I managed it, but I'm here. I was like 7th before that caution came out, so not really for sure how I pulled that out of my ass. But yeah, that was a chaotic race. I got turned, then I turned somebody. That was rough. That was a long 100 laps for sure.
Yeah, man. Well, you got a second place and a third place tonight, so that's a pretty good points night for you.
Yeah, it was. I don't think I've ever podiumed in both races on Monday night, so that's a step in the right direction. You know, I could finish second and third all day long, but I can't, for some reason, can't figure out how to win the damn thing. So. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was just trying to ride it out there for a while, and then got turned, went in, pitted, got my fresh set of tires since it was pretty much at 50 laps, halfway point, and I was pretty irritated again. So I may or may not have made a little dumb move under caution to show my displeasure. Then went to the back, was trying to ride it out, was trying to pass cars, and got into the back of the 8 car, and I think his name was Dawson, and I told Flashbang or Shannon Milliken to the viewers that give me an EOL because I turned him. I wheeled it in there and was right on his bumper, and he was tight in the center and let off a little bit, and I wasn't, and I bumped him and turned him, so I wasn't gonna take it that way, so I went to the back and tried it again. So yeah, I'll take it. Everybody kind of crashed there at the end, and then Matthew Bird, I know he probably didn't know I was that close, and he tried to take the gap to tuck in behind third, and I was there, and I got him, just grazed his left rear quarter panel, and was on the brake at the same time trying not to turn him, and there was nothing I could avoid. So, but I'll take third. It was a good points race for sure, points night in general. So.
Well, we thank you for racing with us again, Chucky. You got any shout-outs you want to make before we move on?
Just thank you to Coob or Joey Cuba for helping me with the setup and practice, and then again thank you to Racer Chick and Flashbang, Shannon Milliken for making the paint scheme, the Bell South Chrome. I couldn't figure it out, and they were able to help me with it and make it look good. So, and then thank you guys for putting on the race and everything and giving us a spot to race on Monday night. So I'm gonna keep coming back till I can't drive no more. So.
All right, Chucky. Well, we thank you, and congrats again on another podium.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
You have a good one. We'll see you next time.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Bye. And so with that, let's move on to second place. Landon Lacey gets second place tonight, and that's 2 in a row you didn't win. This time to Riley Frost. How's it feel?
This one hurts a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I had the car. I took tires pretty early. My game plan was that if I took the tires close enough to halfway and waited on everybody else to take tires, that I could, you know, keep track position at the end and not have to worry about it later in the race. And I did a very good job of saving as much as I could while I got back up to second pretty quickly, and then once I got behind Bird, I just started to ride, and you know, was able to get some runs on him, and he slipped up going into one good time, and I just barely got my nose in there, and I heard my spotter say outside. I don't know if his said inside, but I don't know. I guess he was trying to come back down and block the bottom, and just got him a little bit with the right front, and then Riley got by us before the caution came out, and I knew it was going to be a feat to try to, you know, for 2 laps, especially starting on the outside. You don't ever get the best restart on the outside, so tried my best to do what I could. I got to him, I got to his bumper, and then I got hit from behind at the same time, so kind of killed that run, and you know, just didn't have a chance to get back to him there on the last lap.
All right, man. Well, you want to make any shout-outs before we go? Jacob had to go, and he said good race before he had to go. But you want to make any shout-outs? So you are racing for Jacob Schneider Racing, and you guys are the sponsor for this series this season. So say whatever you want to say about your channel and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Check out Jacob Schneider Racing on YouTube. You know, we're coming up on the race season here very soon, here in a couple weeks, as a matter of fact. Jacob went and tested today. I wasn't able to go. I had to work. Gave me some great numbers, so you know, we're looking pretty good for the start of the season. Shout out to him as well. He helped me with a great setup this week. The car was really quick. I probably should have tested a little more. I was a little tight as the run went on, which was contradictive of what I experienced in practice. I was a little bit looser on the longer runs. But all in all, great setup from him, and I appreciate all the help that he gives me every week. Shout out to PRA and everybody that runs every week. Takes a lot to do this every week and to show up every week. And you know, I know we got some hot heads from time to time in the race cars, but outside the race cars, these guys are all great guys to hang around with and talk to. But yeah, shout out to you as well for doing the broadcast, and to Jacob for helping out. Thank you to all the PRA sponsors as well, like Grid Finder and all the great people that help put this thing together. Other than that, thank you to everybody that's gotten me here to this point.
We thank you, Landon, for racing with us. And are you going to race in the Indy cars?
When does that start?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What time?
I think 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I think that's when practice opens.
If I don't make it tomorrow, I'll make it next week.
All right. Well, good luck with that, and with that, you are still just outside of the point standings, I believe, for the late model stocks. Got one more race to go.
Looking forward to it. I mean, I know I saw that Bird got turned there at the end, so I'm not wishing any bad on the man, but I need a little bit of help. So, but yeah, like I said, huge shout out to these guys for putting on a great race, and looking forward to the next week.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too.
And with that, we are going to get the last but not least in here. Riley Frost with the victory. Finally, you are in victory lane here at PRA. It's your second career victory. How does it feel to finally get back in victory lane here at PRA?
Pretty good. It's been a long time coming. Yeah. I mean, we didn't have the fastest car today, but luck was on our side, I guess.
It definitely was on your side. There was a lot of incidents right around you, and you ended up coming out unscathed, basically, and getting the victory.
Yeah, just appreciate landing there. I blocked him pretty good. Not something I'd usually do, but I really wanted this win tonight. Really focused on trying to get this win.
Well, you got it, and I think with that, you might be the points leader because Matthew Bird got taken out right before the finish and finished 6th place. So that's a huge help for the points for you.
Yeah, I had that in the back of my mind. It was really to focus on this and get some points racked up.
Yes, sir. Is there any shout-outs you want to make, man?
I got Trackside Lens and Media, Rocket Graphics and Media, BTR Network, and all you guys at PRA.
Well, Riley, we appreciate your racing. I know you're a man of few words, and we'll see you next week, and hopefully maybe even a super late model champion.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see you next week.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming. Congrats once
Thank
again
you.
on another victory.
Right on, thank you.
And so I have one more that wants an interview here, so we'll get him in here. Anthony Mullet. We'll see what he's got to say here. Anthony Mullet, that was quite the finish there. Coming to the line, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, you know, I gotta say the main thing, just it's frustrating to be able to not win at your hometown track that you really grew up around and just come up so short. You know, gotta thank all of my sponsors, all of my guys. You know, EPI just hopped on the hot ride with me. For the remainder of season 2 coming up as well. So hopefully hoping that we can park in victory lane a couple times. Obviously, you know, coming to PRA has been a really fun and a great adventure to be a part of this association and all these guys, man. You know, it's frustrating, like I said, to come up short. Was loose than usual. Should have did a little bit more testing, but got the setup really late. I think I got the setup yesterday at around 3 a.m. So I didn't really have that much time to do a lot of testing. Was a lot more loose than I wanted to be. Spun out by myself a couple times, which is just a rookie mistake by me. And then another big thing that was just tearing me down the whole entire race was the blinking. Blinking doesn't usually happen from me. You know, got hit with a big snowstorm, so it definitely knocked something loose and just did not go in my favor. Just came up really short. You know, got the green-white checkered, and really for sure thought that I was looking at my first win with PRA. Like I said, just came up short. It's like all the guys checked up, exiting 4 there, and just had nowhere to go. Ran right into the back of them and spun myself. So, like I said, I want to thank EPI for hopping on the hot ride. I'm excited to run with them. You know, Sim Racing Hub, Grid Finder, and you know, PRA and you. I appreciate all of y'all to be able to let me run this association, and I'm looking forward to running it a lot next season and the rest of this season. Hopefully I can rank up my first win with y'all.
Well, Anthony, it's awesome to have you with us, and it's been a journey since the last time we talked, and you've matured a lot, and I really appreciate you joining us again. And tonight, you had it close. You were down to you were within half a second of the leader there whenever everybody got together on the final curve there, going to the white flag, and if it could have went any other way, you could have probably come out with a victory, but sometimes it just doesn't go that way, and we appreciate you joining us.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one. So tonight, we had 7 cautions, half of what we had last week, so that's a little better. Also, the race was a whole lot shorter, so but as you've seen replayed over and over, that last couple of laps was absolutely insane. And I apologize for being a little under the weather. I couldn't get as excited about the racing as I normally do, and I apologize for that. But with that being said, we now have probably a new points leader. I'll have to do the points after the broadcast. As soon as I get that done, I will update the Discord, and it'll be posted on social media as well, because we are going into the final week of super late models next week, and then the final week of the late model stocks the following week to crown both the late model stock champion and the crown jewel champion in the final week. Next week will be the super late model champion. So I will have all those point standings on PRA's social media, Facebook, Twitter, etc. If you want to find us there, you can come to our Discord, and we got all of our social medias in our media channel, discord.gg/PRA, discord.gg/PRA. We're appreciative of all of our viewers and everybody who joins us each week, and all those who help behind the scenes, who don't get a whole lot of recognition. I want to give a shout out right now to Rev Limit Workshop, Thomas Coonan, for the awesome graphics that he's been giving us for these races. If you want to check out Rev Limit Workshop, just look up Rev Limit Workshop on Twitter, and you can get a hold of Thomas Coonan. He does amazing jobs with the graphics, and does car paintings and everything else. So we're thankful for that. And Jacob Schneider Racing, you can look him up on YouTube. Excuse me. They race in real life, and they're getting ready to go race the real cars this coming week, I think. Week after. I can't remember. But tomorrow night, I don't know if the broadcast will be right here on YouTube, but I know it will be on Twitch. But you'll have Orion and I with the IndyCar, the Vision Corsa IndyCar Series tomorrow night. So tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch. Sorry, PRA Network on Twitch, and you'll get to watch some IndyCar action. That will be at Long Beach, I believe. I'm looking at the schedule real quick. Yes, Long Beach tomorrow night. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. 8:30 is when practice starts. So if you like IndyCar racing, come out and join us tomorrow night, and get in the Discord, get in on our Grin Finder, and look forward to one of our premier series. Last season, the IndyCar Series champion and the Oval Series champion of the IndyCars received an actual trophy for their victory. So not only did they get money for winning, they received an actual trophy. So we're doing some awesome things here in PRA. And we thank you all for coming out. And I apologize again for being under the weather. But we appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. And tomorrow night with Orion and I hosting the Vision Corsa IndyCar Series. We'll see you next week again for the Asphalt Assault Series and the Super Light models. Good night.